Okay. Please state your name
Okay.
and age.
Can you
Please
say
state your
again?
name and age.
My name is Ajay Raman. I'm living in New Delhi.
Age.
Yeah. Uh,
What is your age?
I can't hear you. Can you hear? Can you see me now? Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Yes. Go
What is your
ahead.
age, Mr. Raman?
I beg your pardon.
What is your age, Mr. Raman? Age.
I'm 89 plus.
All right. So
Yes.
let's start with the questions.
Okay. Go ahead.
How do you start your day with? What is it the first thing you do when you wake up? Give me your
Well,
schedule.
I normally get up at about 5 o'clock in the morning, and this when I do about half an hour to 45 minutes of yoga exercises. And I like to spend some time on my own. So I sit on a computer for about an hour and a half and write my thoughts for the day and for what experience I've had last night. That's the way I begin my day.
And then how does your day go by? Lunch, dinner, timings. Give me the complete schedule for the day.
My schedule is, well, as I said, I want to have 2 hours to myself in the morning when I recollect what happened yesterday and then I plan for today. And then I have my breakfast. I love my Indian breakfast. I love my paratha and dahi. That's what I like most in the morning. And then I take a little fruits thereafter. And that's the way I begin my day. And the schedule is sometimes I go to some conferences, sometimes I spend time to myself. And the day is normal. There's nothing very special. I have my habits which were carved almost about when my child that you have to be careful about your food. So I have been careful about my food.
Do you like to snack? And if yes, your snacks are what do you prefer? You prefer sweet or sour or savory? What kind of snacks do you like if you like to snack?
But snacks, snacks per se is not the fried stuff is not my snacks. I don't call them snacks. I think they're poisonous for me, so I have avoided them. I love to have some dry fruits if I can. Snacks are normally very simple. Idli, dosa. I mean, I'll call them as snacks. I don't use much of fried stuff, and I'm vegetarian most of the time. So that's how I have been doing it in the last, at least in the last 5 to 6 years after I've retired from my job. So I keep myself simple in my habits.
Okay. All right. And what are the good parts of your day and what are the parts of your day where you feel very sad?
I think that's a very interesting question because every day is special. I look at every day as a special day because every day you learn something and every day you sort of find that what you have missed you by gathering. So I spend time 50% of the time I'm all by myself. I hardly spend time with friends or But when I do, I go to library, I read newspapers, I kept myself abreast with what's happening in the field of technology, in the field of engineering, in my field. So I've not retired. Actually, I've just been. The time is passing; it keeps on adding to my life, but not to say that I have retired. I've not taken that route because that route has no future. When you say you're retired, you've lost your life.
Okay, all right. And what is it that you really enjoyed doing or eating, consuming as a youth or as a child, which you are unable to do now? What are the food items you really miss? What are the activities you really miss?
But I think the only thing which I'm missing most is my teaching profession, which I loved most. And that's what seems to have lost that teaching profession because in India, they don't look at your experience, they look at your age when they want to ask you to teach. And that's what I find different in India. So I miss my passion for teaching. And also, miss my passion for looking at the industry where they can definitely improve. But I find that is not the passion in India. I think passion in India is to sort of say, I know everything and then forget everything. So that's one of my disappointments because when I look at my 60 years, I think India should have gone much ahead in every field, whether it is armaments or whatever you may say. But I'm happy because I've got friends like I've got many friends who keep me happy, and I keep on going to conferences. I learn every day something. Yesterday, I learned very important thing from Koreans. They built a nation because they worked hard, and that's one of my learnings yesterday.
Okay, all right. And when you look back at your life, what are the key events that happened in your life?
You asked a very important question. Now, is this? I have been able to divide my thinking and my entire teaching profession and learning into a very simple equation known as 80, 18, and 2. 18, 18, and 2 adds up to 100. And 80 is for well planned. Unless you plan, you cannot be successful. And when you plan so well, 18 is where you do your effort based on the planning. You cannot fail. You'll succeed. And the two I keep reserved for looking for new innovations, looking for where I can improve. So my life has been that way. I've been learning, I read books, but then I give up a book because I want to find something more in another book. So that's the way I have found my formula 18, 18, and 02, which has been which I've been promoting even during my education, in my teachings, in my industry, and I have found that to be very rewarding. I find there are unless you plan, you cannot be successful, and unless you're successful, you cannot be looking for improvements. Because improvements are looked for those who have been successful. Those who have been failures, they don't look for improvements. So 80, 18, and 2 is a very universal formula which I've adopted. I've been even thinking of promoting it wherever I go. I went to a Korean conference. I did exactly. I met a minister there from India, and we made friends that way. So I find 80, 18, and 2 is a wonderful way to look at life. You look at, I mean, uh, in your own profession, wherever you are, you prepare very well and then you execute accordingly. You don't execute which has not been planned. And once you do as per plan, you have possibilities of improvement. Thank. That's the way I look at.
If you were to meet God and the God granted you three wishes, what would you like to ask for today?
Ask for, ask for
Three wishes.
from God. I'm thankful to Him that He gave me an opportunity to be alive, to have seen the world change from A to Z. I mean, when I was born, can you imagine? We didn't even make eraser in the country. The writing nib was being imported, and today we can export the best of the technology in the world. The AI is our very strong point. Our technicians, our engineers, our people have they are all over the world, and I've seen the people. I've seen things change. Today I'm talking to you on a mobile, whereas when I was born there was not even a telephone in our home. I mean, I've seen the change, which otherwise would have said would have taken 5 centuries. I've seen 5 centuries change in the last 60 years, 70 years. I'm very thankful to God for having given me birth in this century and at this period when I've when I when I think I'm very, very thrilled about my life. I have nothing more to demand from no desire, nothing to ask from God. I think He has been very, very kind to me. There's nothing that I can regret about. I've been very fortunate to have my parents. And I have friends who are my diamonds. I call my friends my colleagues. They're all my koinurs. So I've been blessed with koinur. I've been blessed with everything else. So I have nothing else to desire. I'm very happy. I'm very thankful. Chardi kala is what I would say.
Okay. Thank you so much. That was it from me. And thank you so much. This is a submission for the Goldman Sachs program, which is happening at IIM Lucknow. And my second module starts tomorrow. And I was asked to get this interview with a senior citizen and submit it to them. So thank you so much. This helps me in my submission, and I'm very grateful to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Bye.